Because you was there in 2011, and it's really shocking to see that people either started use YouTube around at the same time I started YouTube. Granted, I didn't know who nobody else, but for the fact that you was here in 2011, what would you call this side of YouTube right now?
Retarded.
The retarded sphere.
Y'all
The
are
retarded sphere. That's where we're going. The retarded sphere.
Y'all are what it was back then, just drinking Sherm water before y'all clicked the
Now she called
broadcast
us
button.
Sherm. Now she called us Sherm heads. Ain't this something?
I mean, really, that's what it is. It's just whatever I seen, just turn the dial up a couple of notches to be, just to be nice about it. I'll say that. I take the Sherm water back, even though I did mean it.
I know you meant it, so ain't no point in taking nothing back. Just put it on the table. She said, "Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. We are now in the retarded sphere." That's a politically incorrect terminology, but this is the B.T.S live show. We don't care about PC stuff. But this is crazy. But
thank you, Motivating Vision. I appreciate that. But no, real talk. I wouldn't even say you guys have gone full blown Manosphere per se. I would best describe this, given that there are so many different levels between the people that do come on the panels and who have their own separate platforms. I would say that you guys are basically Manosphere adjacent. To be fair.
Pre-Manosphere?
No, definitely after Manosphere.
Post-Manosphere?
Yeah, you guys are post-Manosphere adjacent.
But you say adjacent, that's why I said pre. Or what do you saying?
Like Manosphere is like right here, and you guys are like right here in the right lane. Like they in the left lane, they going this way or whatever, like that, super fast, doing 80 miles an hour in the fast lane, and you guys are like in the middle lane right here.
So would this
all
be
y'all on the same freeway?
Fair enough. So would you say this space is a lot better than the Manosphere? An improvement.
I wouldn't say an improvement. I would say you guys are like this much better. Slightly better.
A smidge.
Just a smidge. Yeah, I mean, you guys are not full blown like fresh and fit or nothing like that, But you do have your people in there that will like be like right up underneath a fresh and fit type vibe. So yeah. Hey, April.
That is interest. That's an interesting take. We're just a smidge better than the Manosphere, according to the OG KaliBev. I guess I will take it, because I tell a lot of people ask me, do I class myself as Manosphere or RedPill? I only had one person in my life said I was RedPill. I don't know how they came to that conclusion, but I tell people I normally just leave it up to the people to determine where I fit in that. But we're gonna have to find a name, because I don't think they're gonna let retarded sphere fly.
I mean, and the only reason why I can't say you guys went full blown retard is because you guys have different people coming in with not so bad opinions, even though I may disagree. The opinions are not that way over there. They're not that crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you do have a little bit of a mix of your characters, and it kind of evens itself out to be slightly less bad.
Slightly less bad, you make me sick. But one thing I can say is my part, because what I'm gonna start doing is this. There is a lot of misnomers out there. There's a lot of false narratives going on, and it's in the same space that we're in. There's in the Manosphere, it's in the RedPill as well. What I'm gonna start doing, because I just gave you a good explanation regarding high value men, and regarding the idea of exercising option, the difference between cheating and that type of stuff. But what I'm gonna do is if you guys have any narratives or any talking points you hear, bring them to me. I'm a fair person. I will dissect it and I will tell you what's real, what's not real. Because I think that's what a lot of people have, and I can understand that's your frustration. You hear a narrative, people run with it, and they do it without context. Because a lot of people did that with Kevin. They took his words out of context. I tell people, did you really sit down and listen? I'm not the women. I'm talking to the men. When they throw stuff out there, I was like, did you really listen to what he said, or did you understand where he was coming from? The answer is no. So I understand why certain people say they don't like Kev. I understand why, because you have the wrong messengers out there. They're in this space as well. I think I'm the right messenger, and I think I'm going to fix that. I appreciate April Carter. At least somebody don't think I'm red pilled, although I got a nice red hat on. Shout out to Black Holding. Speaking of supporting Black owned businesses, I didn't forget, Kali got something she wants to share with us towards the end of the show.
All right.
And hold on, I just think you speak from your perspective, and that's not necessarily in a particular sector of YouTube. Thank you. Somebody understands me. That's why I love April.
I mean, you're pretty. You're. I would characterize you as being fair, even though I may disagree. I would say you're fair.
I appreciate that. Because one thing I want to tell people, let people understand is, we may not agree, but at least you understand where I'm coming from, and I understand where you're coming from, and that's all that matters. Who knows? I may agree with what you're saying tomorrow or the next day, because she's on the back screen right now. I have a video playing of my interview with Fantasy Island Girl, and we'll get to that in a minute. She there are some things that she said that I disagree with. It took my wife for her to explain it, and I was like, Fantasy was right. So who knows? What we're going. I just understand where I'm coming from. I'll understand where you're coming from, and that way, we'll see what the future holds.